guys, welcome back. For those of you who've seen Malc's earlier video, he unboxed the amazing little Tarot 2D. So we've got all the components laid out on the table here. For those of you who don't know, most of you will if you've clicked on the link, but this is a little 2D controllable gimbal system for housing the GoPro 3. So this is going to sit under a hexacopter that we're yet to buy, but a couple of vibration plates, that's going to sit underneath it and give us some very good controllable stabilisation, and that's what we're really looking for. So looking forward to this build. Yeah, there are a few other builds out there on the internet, but frankly we had nothing better to do, so we thought we'd bring you another build video. So instructions, 1A4, two-sided. I did watch a couple of videos myself, and a guy said it took him a day to build it. I can't see that personally. Doesn't look like a day. Maybe on the earlier kits this didn't all come pre-assembled. Don't really know. Didn't pay much attention to that video, as you can probably tell. So there's all the components laid out. We've got the top plates, the donuts that sit in between that do some dampening. I think you've got some frame mounts that sit above there, clipping onto the arms and legs of the multi-rotor system. And then pretty much all you've got is the camera mount that's going to sit on the plate that holds the actual GoPro. And we've had a quick look. We've got some little screws, some Phillip heads ones. So I think the only tools for this is going to be a bit of Loctite, Phillips screwdriver, another little Allen head for that. So we're ready to start. It's not going to be a build review. We're not going to go over everything in fine detail. We're just going to stop, go through the stages, tell you how we've got on with it, any problems we've found, normal stuff, and then hopefully give you a demonstration later on tonight of it all working.
Build the bloody gimbal, Alan!
There he is again. Well, to be honest, he puts the lights up, so without him it would be a very dark production. So let's crack on, guys, and we'll talk to you in a moment. Okay, guys, we've been at it for about a whole 30 seconds. Bit of an exaggeration, 2 minutes. The first stage, which covers half of the first page, is about mounting the motors into the brackets with all the grub screws and the alignment. So that's probably what I was talking about earlier about that guy saying it took him most of the day. Looks like the hard bit, or that bit certainly, has already been done for us. So there's going to be a time saving there. The next bit's getting the GoPro mounted into the little bespoke housing. I stuttered slightly in the first video. I'm not sure if you noticed, hopefully not, you know, consummate professional. But I was actually looking for the tray that the GoPro sat in. All I had was these two plates, what I thought was the surrounding for the GoPro and the little control board. Well, that is literally all it is. There's a little back plate. It very, very snugly fits in there. Then that goes around the lens housing. There isn't a cover over the lens. It's purely just a holding device. And then a couple of screws at the back. So that took about 30 seconds. And then we've just mounted 4 mounting posts with some little fixings in the back there. Tiny bit of Loctite. And then the little rubber grommets pushed in. Just about to drop the top plate on. Thought I'd do a quick catch up just so you can see. Hopefully you can see that there. And then just that attached there with that. So as I say, we're literally a couple of minutes in. So we'll carry on and get back to you when we've got some more information. Hi guys, so 15 minutes in. The instructions, a couple of things to say about them. Pictures for putting the actual hardware together, phenomenal. You know, they're very detailed. The cutouts are right for the plates, which make it easy to get all of that correct. And they're really good for that. There is no other setup involved other than the hardware. There's no instructions about software. I understand you download software from their website. We're Mac users here, so I think that's going to cause us a small issue. So I might have to run home and get a Windows work laptop. But Malc's also told me that you don't actually need the software and people are running them stock. I've not built one of these before. I don't know what the software does. I don't know if it's for flashing it, resetting it up. So you're really going to get a novice's view of this effectively once we've put it together. So the next thing is, we've obviously put the GoPro in its little housing, which we covered. We've done nothing to this. This is how she came. So screwed the, just slid on the little brass collet. That was actually loose in the packet and we didn't realise I actually thought that was in there by mistake almost because it wasn't packaged with everything else. Probably easier if I just put it down. Okay, so that just goes over there. In the housing here, there's the hole to receive that and a little grub screw in the back, and then there's the appropriate flat on the motor. So obviously that's just a case of lining that up, tightening the grub screw, you know, and then we're really going to have something that's starting to look like the gimbal. And then a couple of screws to mount that on the top, throw all the wires, and then we'll start looking at setup. So it is going really well. Hopefully we'll have something for you quite shortly. It is worrying because here at Silly Fokker RC it does normally take us a little bit longer, so we won't have to fly it in the middle of the night, and I might actually get home at a decent time. I suppose it's time for a rest. No, joking. I'll eat these while I keep building, guys. It's always good to keep yourself topped up, but I will keep building and we'll get back to you shortly. Thanks. So here we are, guys, all finished. The build was incredibly quick, incredibly simple, and the instructions were really, really good for the build. Plugged it into 12 volts after the build. It's self-stabilised, had a little play with the gimbal like everyone would. I'll give you a quick demonstration. Nothing really to learn here. You know, there's plenty of videos out demonstrating that and how good this gimbal is. So we were quite excited to move on to the control side of it. That has taken a considerable amount of our evening. On their website, we couldn't find any information whatsoever. The instructions that come with it don't even mention it. Comes with 2 leads. Please comment if you know a little bit more than we do, which won't be hard. But there is a lead that's got 3 connectors on the end of it. It's got 1 wire going to each of them. They go on the board. We'll chop in a little screenshot in a second of exactly how that wiring goes. That HPI guy on YouTube, thank God we found his video, because he basically told us what to do. It's lovely and simple. I'll give you a quick rundown. The pins are on top. In fact, we'll cut a photo in because it's going to be really hard to explain and even harder to show you with our makeshift receiver. But long and short of it is, once you know what ones to plug into the top, choose what channel you'd like to put it into your receiver. I've just done elevation for now, and as you can see, up and down she goes. So we'll, just to make it slightly interesting, and so Malk has to start up half the night editing, I've got the GoPro app. Obviously, if you haven't got the GoPro app, get that onto your smartphone or iPhone device because it's really good. Cool, so just turn the phone on via the app. Starting preview. Cool, and that's it. Go on then, Malk's going to hold the gimbal.
While you,
and I will control it filming me. So there we go, guys. Up and down. We cannot wait to get this on the bottom of a Hexa. As I say, we haven't got a Hexa at the moment, but I should imagine that will change in the very near future. So for now, thanks for tuning in to Silly Fokker RC, and we look forward to showing you this flying in the very near future. Bye-bye.